Good morning, dear children. Today we are going to start a new chapter, Dhwani, first chapter of our textbook. You remember the name of our textbook? It is Vasant Bhag 3, okay? Part 3. So, first of all, we will go through the poem, okay? Here, we have the poem, Dhwani. See? This is the first chapter, okay? You need to write this poem in your notebook, and those of you are interested in drawing the picture, you can do it, okay? The chapter's name is Dhwani, and the poet is Suryakant Tripathi Nirala. Suryakant Tripathi Nirala. Have you heard about this name before? Dhwani is written by the great poet Suryakant Tripathi Nirala. Okay, you can see, I think. Okay, all of you have to take your textbook and be ready with it. And before that, I want to revise the portions what we did yesterday. Yesterday we have did Varnamala. Varnamala is of two types, Swarakshar and Vyanjanakshar. Again, the Swarakshar is of two types, Hrasva or Dirgha, and Vyanjanakshar. We have learned the use of Da and Tha, that means Nukta. Nukta means what? The dot under a particular letter. Varnamala, why it got the name Varnamala? Because it is of different letters written in a proper or in a arranged manner. That is why it is said as Varnamala. Varnamala means what? Varnon ki mala. Varnon ki mala means the chain of letters. The chain of letters, that is known as Varnamala. And Nukta is very important as far as Hindi is concerned, and wherever, for example, when you write the exam, if you are not putting the Nuktas, dots at proper places, you lose marks. Okay? The same way, the different uses of Ra, how to write Karma, Dharma, Prakash, that Ir Matra, the Ir Matra up of a particular letter, this all we have learned yesterday. And one more thing, July, in the month of July, we are planning to conduct an online exam. So, you all have to be prepared according to that. And whatever portions we have covered with regard to this grammar, Swarakshar, Vyanjanakshar, and from that, you will be getting some questions you will be getting, and that will be multiple choice question. Don't worry about that, and you will be getting a timing. In between that time, you have to complete your exam. Okay, and prepare for that. And not only that, be updated with your portions. And sometimes it will be surprise test. After this exam, we will be conducting surprise. Either it will be oral or online exam. So you have to be well prepared with that. So now we are going to learn the chapter Dhwani. The poet is Suryakant Tripathi Nirala. Tripathi Nirala is a very famous poet, and he is known as one of the Chayavadi poet. What is the meaning of Chayavadi? Chayavadi, it is having different definitions. Okay, and symbol, I will say the symbol meaning. So, Chayavadi Kavi means there are only 4 Chayavadi Kavis, right? Prasad, Pand, Nirala, and Varma. There are only 4 Chayavadi Kavi poets: Prasad, Pand, Nirala, Varma. These all questions can be asked. It is multiple choice question, so it can be asked. Okay? So, how many poets? For example, the question will be like this: Chayavadi Kavi ke kitne kavi the? Chayavadi, kitne Chayavadi kavi the? Options will be given 1, 2, 4, 5 like that. So you have to write the correct option like that. So Chayavadi, 4 pramukh kavi the. Prasad. Prasad means Jayashankar Prasad. Okay? Jayashankar Prasad is one of the greatest Chayavadi poet. Pand, Sumitra Nandan Pant. Sumitra Nandan Pant. Nirala, Suryakant Tripathi Nirala, and there is only one female poet in that group, that is Mahadevi Varma. Mahadevi Varma, Suryakant Tripathi Nirala, Pand, they all are poet as well as the writers too. Suryakant Tripathi Nirala is one of the greatest poet in that Chayavadi time. Okay? Chayavadi era is from 1917 to 1936. 1917 to 1936, that is Chayavadi time. Okay? Chayavadi time means 1917 to 1936. Understand? 1917 to 1936, that is the duration of Chayavadi time. Okay? Duration of Chayavadi period. Then, in that, the definition of Chayavadi means the poem related with the lovers, relating the poem with the nature. These all are Chayavad. Okay? And in the starting time and all, they used to write this Chayavadi poem to improve the societal activities. Okay? So now we will read the poem Dhwani. ध्वनि कविता का नाम है ध्वनि और कवि कौन है? सूर्यकांत त्रिपाठी निराला। अभी न होगा मेरा अंत, अभी न होगा मेरा अंत, अभी अभी ही तो आया है मेरे वन में मृदुल वसंत, अभी न होगा मेरा अंत, हरे हरे ये पात, डालियां कलियां कोमल गात, मैं ही अपना स्वप्न मृदुल कर फेरूंगा निद्रित कलियों पर, जगा एक प्रत्युष मनोहर, पुष्प पुष्प से तंद्रालस लालसा खींच लूंगा मैं, अपने नव जीवन का अमृत सहर्ष सींच दूंगा मैं। वंस अगेन, अभी न होगा मेरा अंत, अभी अभी ही तो आया है मेरे वन में मृदुल वसंत, अभी न होगा मेरा अंत, हरे हरे ए पात, डालियां कलियां कोमल गात, मैं ही अपना स्वप्न मृदुल कर भेरूंगा निद्रित कलियों पर, जगा एक प्रत्युष मनोहर, पुष्प पुष्प से तंद्रालस लाल सा खींच लूंगा मैं, अपने नव जीवन का अमृत सहर्ष सींच दूंगा मैं, द्वार दिखा दूंगा फिर उनको, है मेरे वे जहां आनंद, अभी न होगा मेरा अंत। द पोएम इज ध्वनि and the poet is Suryakant Tripathi Nirala, and once more I'll repeat this poem. Okay, once more we'll read it together. I hope the textbook is in front of you, right? Textbook is in front of you, and the chapter's name is Dhwani. What is the meaning of Dhwani? Malayalam also Dhwani we used to say, right? So Dhwani means sound. Dhwani means what? Dhwani means sound. And the poet is Suryakant Tripathi Nirala. As I said before, once again I am repeating, Suryakant Tripathi Nirala is one of the poet among the Chayavadi poets. There are only 4 Chayavadi poets. How many poets? 4. Prasad. In short, we will say Prasad Pand Nirala Varma. Prasad means it is Jayashankar Prasad. Pand means Sumitra Nandan Pant. Nirala, Suryakant Tripathi Nirala, and only one female poet is there among them, that is Mahadevi Varma. And in previous classes, you might have learned many short stories written by Mahadevi Varma with related to different animals, right? So, Dhwani is a chapter and the poet is Suryakant Tripathi Nirala. Once again, we will read it. You have to be very thorough with these words, okay? Then only in exams, for example, in exam it will be asked, what is the meaning of Mridul? So immediately that meaning should come in your mind. Understand? Dhwani means sound. Daily we are listening different types of sound, right? That means on the way when you travel from, for example, when you are coming to school, on the way you will be listening to different types of sound. Horn of the vehicles, and those who are passing through the river sides, there we will be listening the flow of river, and wind when it passes through the leaves, the leaves on the like that. Okay. So here the dhvani means the sound which is coming from inner mind of the poet. Clear? So abhi na hoga mera ant, ant, end. Ant, end. अभी अभी ही तो आया है मेरे वन में मृदुल वसंत अभी न होगा मेरा अंत. The meanings I will tell you. Okay. Once first we have to read this 2-3 times. हरे हरे ए पात डालियां कलियां कोमल गात मैं ही अपना स्वप्न मृदुल का स्वप्न ड्रीम फेरूंगा निद्रित कलियों पर जगा एक प्रत्युष मनोहर पुष्प पुष्प से तंद्रालस लालसा खींच लूंगा मैं अपने नव जीवन का अमृत सहर्ष सींच दूंगा मैं द्वार दिखा दूंगा फिर उनको है मेरे वे जहां अनंत अभी न होगा मेरा अंत. Actually this poem is having 3 different meanings. We are learning only one meaning. That means the whole one meaning we will learn. Clear? Once again we will do. अभी न होगा मेरा अंत अभी अभी ही तो आया है मेरे वन में मृदुल वसंत अभी न होगा मेरा अंत हरे हरे ए पात डालियां कलियां कोमल गात मैं ही अपना स्वप्न मृदुल कर फेरूंगा निद्रित कलियों पर जगा एक प्रत्युष मनोहर पुष्प पुष्प से तंद्रालस लालसा खींच लूंगा मैं अपने नव जीवन का अमृत सहर सींच दूंगा मैं द्वार दिखा दूंगा फिर उनको है मेरे वे जहां अनंत अभी न होगा मेरा. दिस इज लिटिल टफ फॉर्म. When we learn, then the meanings when you learn, it will be easy for you. I have Kavi Parijay. Okay, Kavi Parijay means about the poet Suryakant Tripathi Nirala. If I ask you to say 2-3 lines about Suryakant Tripathi Nirala, you can say that he was born in this and this time, he passed away in this and this time, and you have to remember 1 or 2 books which he has written, and the main sentence you have to add, that is, he is one of the Chayavadi poets. This I have not included in this, I think so. Dhvani, Kavi Suryakant Tripathi Nirala, Kavi Parijay. Kavi Parijay means what? Introduction of the poet. निराला जी का जन्म 11 फरवरी 1896 को, that means 11/2/1896. 11 means 11. The second month is February. February in Hindi we will say 1896. 1896 को वसंत पंचमी के दिन पश्चिम बंगाल में हुआ था. वसंत पंचमी is one of the greatest festival conducted in West Bengal, and इनकी मृत्यु 15 अक्टूबर 1961 को इलाहाबाद उत्तर प्रदेश में हुई थी. And he was born in 11/2/1896 and he passed away in 15/10/1961. And he was born in a special festival in West Bengal, that is Vasanta Panchami. Okay, and he was born in Paschim Bengal and passed away in Allahabad, Uttar Pradesh. And he is one of the greatest poets among the Chayavadi. There are only 4 poets among the Chayavadi people, that is Prasad, Pant, Nirala and Verma, Jaishankar Prasad, Sumitranandan Pant, Suryakant Tripathi Nirala and Mahadevi Verma. Mahadevi Verma is the only one female poet among that group. Okay, that question will be asked. Okay, that's a definite question. And इन्होंने गद्य और पद्य दोनों विधाओं में रचना की है. And he is a writer, that means gadya. Gadya means what? Prose. Prose are of different types, you know that, right? Prose are of different types. Which are they? Prose means stories, novels, short stories, drama. This all belongs to gadya. Clear? And padya means what? Padya means poem, pad. These all are padya. And I have a question. What is the meaning of upanyas in Hindi? In Malayalam, upanyasa rajana malsaram means essay reading competition. But in Hindi, upanyas means novel. Upanyas in Hindi is novel. Upanyasam in Malayalam is essay writing. Clear? इनका काव्य संग्रह है, the collection of poems. Some collection of poems are here. That is जूही की कली. जूही की कली, परिमल, गीतिका, अनामिका, आदि. आदि means etc. Some of the names I have written here. Okay? इनके लिखे उपन्यास. He wrote some novels also. That is अप्सरा, अलका, प्रभावती, निरुपमा, कुल्ली भाट आदि. Okay? Once again, निराला जी का जन्म 11 फरवरी 1896 को वसंत पंचमी के दिन पश्चिम बंगाल में हुआ था. वसंत पंचमी is a very famous occasion, and those of you are the people, those who take birth in this time are considered to be a very lucky person according to the Bengal people. Okay, so 11 फरवरी 1896 को वसंत पंचमी के दिन पश्चिम बंगाल में हुआ था. He was born in 11 February 1896 in that festival of Vasanta Panchami in West Bengal, Paschim Bengal. Okay, and that's the question. And Suryakant Tripathi Nirala ka janma kab hua tha can be asked. Okay, so you have to write like this. And kaha hua tha? Paschim Bengal. Kaha hua tha? Paschim Bengal. And इनकी मृत्यु 15 अक्टूबर 1961 को इलाहाबाद उत्तर प्रदेश में हुआ था. He passed away in 15th October 1961 in Allahabad, that is in UP. Okay, he was born in 11 to 1896 in West Bengal in festival occasion Vasanta Panchami. And what is the festival occasion? That is Vasanta Panchami. And what is when did he passed away? He passed away in 15th October 1961 in Allahabad. Okay. He was, even though he was born in Paschim Bengal, after that his death was in Allahabad, that is in UP. इनकी भाषा, now we are going to tell about his language. इनकी भाषा हिंदी थी. He used to write in normal Hindi language. It is not Khichdi Bhasha. What is the meaning of Khichdi Bhasha? Mixing of more than one language. Okay, Mahadev Verma and Jaishankar Prasad, Prem Chand Dayal are using different languages in their writings. इनकी भाषा हिंदी थी. His language is Hindi. और ये आधुनिक काल के कवि थे. He is a poet in modern time. Modern time, that means this current era. That is known as modern time. इन्होंने गद्य और पद्य दोनों विधाओं में रचना की है. He has written in both fields. That means as a poet and as a writer, he was very famous. So Gadya means prose, Padya means poetry. Padyam. In Malayalam also we used to say Gadyam. In Malayalam we say the same. And इनका काव्य संग्रह है. His collection of poems are जूही की कली, परिमल, गीतिका, अनामिका. Okay, 4 are there. That is जूही की कली, परिमल, गीतिका and अनामिका. इनके लिखे उपन्यास. These are the poem collection. Okay, काव्य संग्रह means what? Collection of poem. And upanyas means what? It's a collection of upanyas means upanyas. Okay, upanyas means essay. Yeah, not essay. It is novel. I told you before. Upanyas means in Hindi it is essay, not essay, novel, and in Malayalam it is Upanyasa Rajana Valsaram, means essay writing competition. And his novels are Apsara, Alaka, Prabhavati, Nirupama, Kulli Bhat, etc. Kavi ne, now we are going to say about this poem, Dhwani. कवि ने इस कविता के द्वारा प्रकृति के प्रति मानवीय संवेदना को दर्शाया है. मानवीय संवेदना means what? Humanitarian concern. He has shown that is nature. That means he has compared the nature and said something. He is sending some message through this poem. इस कविता में प्रकृति का मनोहारी चित्रण है. And he has explained about the beauty of the nature. He has explained about the beauty of the nature. भाषा सरल और भावपूर्ण है. सरल, simple Hindi, but in in that simple language he has expressed his feelings and emotions, okay, in simple Hindi. इस कविता में कवि का आशावादी दृष्टिकोण है, आशावादी expectations. He is expecting that he can do or he will do something for this nature, he will do something in this nature. इसलिए वह जीवन की सुंदरता को पूरी तरह से जीना चाहता है, ये दिखाया है. He want to enjoy the life and lead the life, okay? इसलिए वह जीवन की सुंदरता, सुंदरता means beauty, को पूरी तरह से जीना चाहता है. He wanted to enjoy the beauty of the life and lead the life. यह दिखाया है. He has shown that in this poem. Clear? And he was born in 1896 and passed away in 1961. And he was born in West Bengal and passed away in UP. And he is a great writer as well as writer and poet. Clear? And some of his poem collections are Juhi Ki Kali, Parimal, Geetika, Anamika, like that. Then novels are Apsara, Alaka, Prabhavati, Nirupama, Kulli Bhat, Adi. Clear? So, about the poet, if I ask you to say something, you can say that he was born in 11 February 1896 and in Vasanta Panchami festival in West Bengal. He passed away in 15 October 1961 in Allahabad, UP, and he is known as the modern poet. And he is very famous in the field of prose and poetry. In prose and poetry, he was very famous. And some of his poem collections are Juhi Ki Kali, Parimal, Geetika, Anamika. His novels are Apsara, Alaka, Prabhavati, Nirupama, Kulli Bhat. Clear? And poem and its meanings I have given here. अभी न होगा मेरा अंत, अभी अभी ही तो आया है. मेरे मन में मृदुल वसंत, अभी न होगा मेरा अंत. हरे हरे ए पात, डालियां कलियां कोमल गाद. मैं ही अपना स्वप्न मृदुल कर फेरूंगा निद्रित कलियों पर. जगा एक प्रत्युष मनोहर. हियर मेरा अंत, अभी न होगा मेरा अंत मीन्स जीवन की समाप्ति, एंड ऑफ लाइफ. अभी न होगा मेरा अंत. My life will not end now. Okay? My life will not end now. Then, abhi abhi hi to aaya hai. I have came. That means just now I am enjoying my life. So I am not ready to die now. One means what? Jungle. Here jungle means Jeevan Ruby one. That means he has been compared that forest with his life. Clear? Then, Mridul means komal. Mridul means komal, soft. Path means patte. Path. This all are simple. Abhi na hoga mera ant. And mera ant means, according to the poem, the meaning is different. Jeevan ki samapti, the end of life. Abhi abhi hi to aaya hai. Just now I have come. Mere van mein mridul vasant. Mridul meaning is written here, komal. Vasant means, the season where the flowers and the nature will become very beautiful. Flowers blooms and nature becomes very beauty in that weather, okay, climate. Abhi na hoga mera and. And means end. Hare hare ye path. Path, here path means patte, leaves. Okay, path means patte, leaf. Komal means what? Komal, nazuk, soft. Komal means nazuk, soft. Gat means what? Gat, sharir, body. Sharir, body. Swapna, sapne, dreams. Sapne means what? Dreams. Kar, hath. Kar means what? Hath, hand. Kar means hath, hand. Nidrit, soi hui, sleeping, slept. Okay? Pratyush, Pratyush Manohar, Pratahakal, early morning. Okay? Pratahakal means what? Early morning. Manohar. Manohar means what? Beautiful. Okay? Beautiful. Once again, abhi na hoga mera and, abhi abhi hi to aaya hai. Mere van mein mridul vasant, abhi na hoga mera ant. Hare hare e path, डालियां कलियां कोमल गाथ. मैं ही अपना स्वप्न मृदुल कर फेरूंगा निद्रित कलियों पर, जगा एक प्रत्यूष मनोहर। मेरा अंत जीवन की समाप्ति, एंड ऑफ लाइफ। वन मीन्स जंगल, जंगल, फॉरेस्ट। मृदुल मीन्स कोमल, सॉफ्ट। पाथ, पथे, लीव्स। कोमल, नाजुक, सॉफ्ट। गात, शरीर, बॉडी। स्वप्न, सपने, ड्रीम्स। कर, हाथ, हैंड। निद्रित, सोई हुई, स्लेप्ट। प्रत्यूष, प्रातः काल, अर्ली मॉर्निंग। मनोहर, सुंदर, ब्यूटिफुल। एंड कवि का मानना है कि अभी उसके जीवन का अंत नहीं होगा। द पोएट सेज दैट हिज लाइफ विल नॉट end now. He is not ready to end his life now. That means he is not ready to live the life as it is. He is ready to take a challenge or take a risk to lead his life. कवि का मानना है कि अभी उसके जीवन का अंत नहीं होगा। Poet thinks that his life is not going to end now. अभी अभी तो उसके जीवन में सुकुमार शिशु रूपी वसंत का आगमन हुआ है। In his life, fresh, that spring season has arrived just like a small baby, just like a small baby. अभी अभी तो उसके जीवन में सुकुमार शिशु रूपी वसंत का आगमन हुआ है। आगमन means what? Coming, came, okay. And just like a small child, the spring season has come in his life. जिस प्रकार प्रकृति में वसंत के आते ही चारों ओर हरियाली छा जाती है, नाजुक शरीर लिए डालियां व कलियां सुंदर रूप में खिल जाती हैं। जिस प्रकार, हाउ, प्रकृति में वसंत के आते ही चारों ओर हरियाली छा जाती है। At the time of spring season, what happens? Everywhere energy can be seen. The nature will be energized. Okay, so in the same way, जिस प्रकार प्रकृति में वसंत के आते ही चारों ओर हरियाली छा जाती है, and everywhere in the spring season we can see greenery everywhere. Okay, नाजुक शरीर लिए डालियां व कलियां सुंदर रूप में खिल जाती हैं। एंड डालियां, branches, new branches will come. Kaliyan, buds will bloom, and this all will make the nature so beautiful. चारों ओर प्रकृति में कोमलता व सुंदरता दिखाई देती है। Everywhere we can see the beauty of the nature. चारों ओर प्रकृति में कोमलता व सुंदर, कोमलता means what? Softness, and सुंदरता दिखाई देती है। वैसे ही मैं भी अपने जीवन में अपने कार्यों द्वारा चारों ओर यश फैलाना चाहता हूँ। The poet is ready to do some creative works and he also want to become famous in this world. And वह अपने स्वप्न भरे कोमल हाथों को अलसाई कलियों पर फेर कर उन्हें प्रभात के आने का संदेश देना चाहता है। And he wanted to wake up the blooming buds with his hands and want to say that, hey, wake up, a new morning, fresh morning has arisen and we have to work hard, move along with the nature. अर्थात अपने जीवन का आलस्य, निराशा आदि को दूर भगाना चाहता है। He wanted to remove all the alasya, laziness, nirasha, sad. This all should be removed from the life. Then only we can move forward, lead the life forward, ताकि नए कार्यों की ओर अग्रसर हो सके. So if you if you are lazy and whatever negative things happen in your life, if you go on thinking like this, then your life will not go forward. So the poet says that, hey, come on, wake up. It is a new morning. Leave all the sad things, sad moments. Leave it and move forward so that we can make our life so happy. We have to live according to the nature's order. Clear? And the poet wanted to live along with the nature, not with the sadness or laziness. Clear? He is ready to sacrifice his life with all sorts of energy, and he is ready to wake up. That means make the people wake up, those who are very lazy. And these meanings you can note it in your textbook and read. Okay, it will help you. That means if you read once and keep it under your pillow, you cannot listen, you cannot understand all those things. And so I want you to read this for 2 or 3 times. So it will help you a lot. Clear? These are the word meanings. This is the first 2 stanzas. Okay? And I'm going to give you 4 simple question answers. So you can write it in your notebook. See, here simple question answers are 4 and big question answers are 6. You don't write this big question answers. I'll ask you to write. At that time you can write. For today you write 1 to 4 this simple question answers. This first you have to write the poem. Those who are interested in drawing pictures, you can draw that picture which is there in the textbook, or related to sound you can draw different types of pictures. It's up to you. And the question is, एक एक वाक्य में उत्तर लिखिए. Write the questions in 1 sentence. Write the questions in, write the answers in 1 sentence. कवि को पुष्प कैसा दिखाई पड़ते? How the poet saw the flowers as. कवि को पुष्प आलसी, निद्रामय व उदासी में डूबे हुए दिखाई पड़ते हैं. He saw the flowers are very lazy, sleepy and sad. Okay, you see that first 4 question answers, I have already sent the question answers, 4 simple question answers, and due to some error here, I won't be able to tell those answers. Next class I will do it. And this first 4 question answers, you have to write it and be ready with that. And the explanation I will do it in the next class. Okay? And go through the daily portions. Bye.